It's time to talk about the 9-degree Scorpio New Moon happening on November 1st. And what does this mean for you? Let's get into it. Grab your notebook, grab your pen, let's chat. This 9-degree Scorpio New Moon is really putting us at a divine crossroads in our lives, saying, okay, what works for us, what doesn't? Am I just staying here because I'm comfortable? What needs to transform? So we are about to transform a huge part of our lives, if not our entire lives, in the next 6 months. Get ready. So Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Cancer, and Pluto and Mars have an opposition at 29 degrees shortly following this, which we're still in the energy of during this new moon. So what does that mean? It means it's destructive, it is intense, it is brutal. I'm like, there's really no light way to put a 29 degree anaretic degree with Mars, the planet of war, with Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, in a direct opposition. That is like nothing great can happen from that. Well, at the end of the day, like not now, but in like years from now, we'll look back and go, oh, I'm really glad that happened because we needed a change, but we didn't know where to start, right? So it's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. And so in our own lives, it's transforming what doesn't really work for us. We're just comfortable and we don't want to make the changes. Now, in a collective atmosphere, this can mean more wars around the world. This can mean brutality, attacks. There's a lot. And with that, I'm going to just let that be because we're in the same energy during the election day in the U.S. on the 5th. It's just a big transition time. But we're going to talk about the new moon in Scorpio because that is transformation at its finest. And I don't need to scare anybody. You already have seen enough. We're just talking about how to utilize this new moon. And so what I would suggest is journal, do some therapy, some somatic healing, some yoga, meditation, a nice walk, be around water since it is a watery sign, and there is a grand water trine happening in Mercury, Mars, and Neptune. So your third eye is going to be on fire. Yes, it is. If something feels off, follow it. If your gut is saying, don't do that, don't do it. If your gut is saying, hey, go in that direction, go in that direction. You get what I'm saying. And on top of that, I love this so much. Your dreams, if they haven't been vivid already, will be extremely vivid. But on top of that, you will be getting extreme messages from your subconscious, from your angelic realm and the divine saying, hey, I have a message for you. And passed on loved ones, they will probably come to visit as well since the veil is so thin at this time. So please write down any dreams you have in a notebook or in your phone, whatever works. But this can happen for the entire month. If it doesn't keep going for the next 6 months, yes, it could. It definitely could. This is a very transformative time that you will need to face some fears and allow things to dissolve and let go of what doesn't work for you and what do you really find passionate that drives you, right? Because it's a big shift. So be ready for a profound new beginning. Now, on top of that, anything that's simmering below the surface will start to show itself, right? And so don't be surprised if secrets come up, and there could be more secrets happening that we'll find out about later on and about 6 months down the road. So as things come up, we're going to burn away the past. We're going to burn away anything that does not resonate with us any longer. We need to make space for the new. And especially at November 19th, when we have, you're like, Corey, stay on track. I know, but there's just so much happening in November. But when Pluto, I'm just going to say it, when Pluto goes into Aquarius on November 19th, it will be there for many, many years. And that is what you will be focusing on. We are letting go of the Capricorn and Pluto that we had since 2008. We will be in the Aquarius Pluto till 2043. So yes, between now and 2043, you will have a new focus, a new growth period in life. And so this new moon in Scorpio is saying, hey, what else can you let go of? Because you can't take it into 2043 with you. It just doesn't work. That doesn't work for you, who you are now. Maybe in 2008 it did, but now it doesn't. So it's time to transform, transmute, and let go. I'm going to warn you, the next 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, it's going to be more intense than usual. It's going to be more competitive and more confrontational. And that includes you surprising yourself and others on how you react or overreact. Because usually we can keep things easygoing, but not in this Scorpio new moon with the Pluto and Mars opposition. It's just, like we just have to let things boil out, let the scorpionic waters flush away what needs to come out and let go. So if anger comes up, to be expected, it's how you deal with it. So if you have a really great outlet to allow energy to flow, so working out or kickboxing, working out, I'm thinking of like going to the gym, but kickboxing is a different world. Or running, like really intense running, or chopping wood. Some people are chopping wood in the Midwest right now, getting ready for winter if they haven't already. That is super aggressive and great. And that's what Mars is saying. Yeah, get it out a healthy way. So please find a healthy outlet so you don't take it out on the wrong people, places, or things, because that can happen. So I will just say one more thing. You're like, don't do it. I'm doing it. We have Mercury going retrograde later on this month in November. So the shadow period is happening around the 6th. So we might start feeling this around the 1st at this new moon. So don't be surprised if we have some issues communicating, traveling, sending those emails. Again, it doesn't help in this energy because it's so, yes. So I'm just forewarning. Means you're forearmed, right? You're ready for anything. And this Mercury retrograde will be in the fire sign Sagittarius. So just get ready to rumble. This should be a great way to end 2024. But again, 2025 is 2 months away, and it is literally all the outside planets are moving. It is a total transformative year next year. Into 2 months from now, it starts. Well, it starts on November 19th. But even before that, it kind of starts now. It's kind of the preview for the next 6 months, which takes us into 2025. And then all the other planets start to change and move. And our lives are going to change and move and shift and grow and release. And parts of us will die off. And it's okay. And I just want you to find your center if you can do that. That would be my only suggestion besides maybe booking a reading so you know what to expect, because 2025, woo, it's the unexpected. That's right. We just keep growing and letting go and healing and releasing and moving forward and being better versions of ourselves along the way. That's all we can do. And that's all we should do for now. And just be there for our neighbors. And don't let this divide get bigger. But it will. So we just need to remember what's important at the end of the day, right? So, and if you don't follow my YouTube or TikTok, check it out. My readings of the tarot readings daily have been speaking very loudly about this upcoming future too. So with that, I am sending you so much love. Bye for now.